I saw during this incident report that the malware name here is being generated out of a predefined hard-coded list within the malware itself. Each time the malware chooses two different names and form its malware name. So having just this lead from the intelligence, it was really easy for me to create this really quick Python in order to create all the 400 possibilities for the malware name. And actually, the threat hunting team, as the threat hunting team, we delivered this list to the SIEM experts. And that's how we created a detection rule based on intelligence report, even without them mentioning this. So this is the way that we should think during our day-to-day work, how to leverage every intel that we found or come across in order to create a proactive approach out of it. Let me move forward to the next example. But before that, I guess we need to give just a brief introduction to BOOTKIT. BOOTKIT is a kernel mode malware that actually modified the startup code or the master boot record, the MBR, which called also the boot sector in the drive. It actually enables the malware to have a persistent in order to run every time that the computer boots. So this is just a quick introduction on BOOTKIT. In this case, actually, it happened few months ago. We have a lead from the intelligence telling from the dark web, actually, telling that one of our clients might have been infected with BOOTKIT. Obviously, we delivered this to the client, and the threat hunting team was asked to do our job. So basically, this is what we did. And it was a remarkable work of collaboration between our intelligence team and the hunting team in order to detect this kind of threat within the environment. So basically what we did, we formed an hypothesis that how can we detect modification in the MBR? So we addressed the client, we asked them to give us the golden image. This is the actual image that every host in the network is being replicated from. So this is actually the source image of every other endpoint in the environment. We took this golden image and we composed a hash just for the 512 first byte of the drive. This is where the boot sector relies. And by composing this hash, basically we said this is the correct MBR, and now we want to make sure that the rest of the endpoints in the organization have the same hash, has the same MBR as the golden image, just to make sure that no one modified this sector in the boot. So we ran a script using PSExec just to make sure that, I believe it was almost 10,000 endpoints. We ran this script just to make sure that all of the MBR are correct and are the replica of the source image. And then we identify actually two endpoints that was anomalous in this hunt. One of them actually was a false positive because the IT guy wanted to have a dual boot. He wanted to have Linux as their operating system. That's why he changed the MBR in order, to load Linux instead of Windows. But the other host actually was the same malware that the intelligence team reported a few days ago that this organization might have a BOOTKIT within one of the endpoints. And obviously, we validated the result. We passed it to our security analysts, and they remediated the threat. They eliminated this endpoint from the network. And actually, it was a really great collaboration between everyone in order to detect those kinds of persistent, which is very hard to detect on other ways. Moving to just a last example that we have in our day-to-day job. Here we're going to talk not about intelligence-based hunting, whether on incident-based hunting. This is a project that we had from one of our clients. After a ransomware attack that they experience, they want to make sure that there isn't, leftovers, so the attacker can't come, as a second wave of the attack. So we actually read the entire incident report. We gather all of the IOCs that are relevant for this campaign and all of the other techniques that this group is used. We confirmed this information using sandbox, dynamic, and static malware analysis. We created Yara rules. We hunted for those IOA that we found. We deployed another snort rules in the IDS. We created many additional detection rules. Basically, what we're saying is after the incident is over and everything is contained, there are still post activities or proactive actions that still can be done in the environment just to make sure that we are validating the environment integrity. So this is just another example of threat hunting activities that can be done within your organization.